Top 15. Octopus. Octopus is a kind of mollusk. They are many kinds of different sizes. The smallest is only 5 centimeters long. The largest octopus Apollyon up to 7 meters long, weighing more than 50 kilograms. The average lifespan of the octopus is only 3 years, but its IQ is higher than that of a dog. With a lifespan of up to 100 years, it's hard to know how intelligent the octopus Apollyon must be. Biologists believe that octopuses are the world's most intelligent invertebrates, with nearly 500 million neurons, 3 hearts and 9 brains. The octopus can learn to remember its environment and adopt different behaviors when it encounters different situations. Whether fed in aquariums or in the wild, octopuses are very good at avoiding predators and are highly skilled at avoiding death. They can learn new skills in a short period of time and even use their tentacles to unscrew bottle caps. Top 14. Raccoon. The raccoon is a mammal with a lifespan of about 3 years, and is usually obese, with a short head, broad face, rounded cheeks, a crescent-shaped white spot, and white lips that appear to be muzzled. The body hair is glossy, brownish-red on the back, blackish-brown on the chest, belly and limbs, with a long fluffy tail surrounded by 9 rings of yellow and white, and is currently endangered. Scientists have done this experiment, in the test of many animals, to retrieve one of their respective favorite food, and this food was placed in a test tube. The test tube has a small amount of water, the food suspended in the water, and these animals cannot be drilled into the test tube. In the test tube next to the placement of a lot of small stones, small bubbles, and so on other small things. The idea of the researchers is that these subjects will put these small stones and so on into the test tube, so that the water level is raised, so as to obtain food. The other small animals either a little bit into the stones and so on, or can only dry watching. The raccoons not only used the rocks to raise the water level, but also learned to do it in a much simpler way, by simply knocking the test tube over. Top 13. Baboon. Baboon is the collective name for mammals of the genus Baboon in the primate family Macacinidae. There are 5 species of baboons, the most typical of which are the Arabian, Savannah, and Guinea baboons. They have an average lifespan of up to 20 years. Baboons can easily compare the quantity and quality of peanuts in 2 cups. When there is a significant difference in the number of peanuts, they can choose the cup with more capacity, while when the difference in the number of peanuts is not particularly significant, they choose the cup with better quality and fuller peanuts. Scientists at the University of Iowa have discovered that baboons have the ability to reason in complex abstractions that must be based on analogical thinking connections. Such thinking connections are the basis of human intelligence and reasoning ability. Prior to this discovery, there was no evidence that animals other than humans and chimpanzees had the ability to think abstractly. Top 12. Raven. The raven is about 630 to 700 millimeters in length, and has a black body with a purplish-blue metallic sheen. Characters in many games and movies are often portrayed as ravens. Ravens are good at mimicking the sounds of their surroundings, including human speech. Ravens have a remarkable memory. In one study, ravens were able to find the target in an experiment after 17 hours and were able to recognize the correct tool in different situations. Ravens are famous among birds for their problem-solving skills, being able to observe other ravens' food caches and memorize the locations for future access. They also skillfully use other animals to solve problems, such as luring wolves or dingoes to the site of an animal carcass, where these hounds can help the raven tear apart the carrion, making it easier for them to obtain food. Top 11. Whale. The most successful marine mammals on Earth are cetaceans. Their bodies and limb bones have evolved to resemble those of fish, so it is no wonder that they are popularly known as whales. Of course, they are not fish. They are warm-blooded, placental mammals with a high level of intelligence. Whales are the largest living animal on Earth, up to 33 meters long and weighing 181 tons. Scientists used MRI to study the brain structure of killer whales. The results found that the brain structure of killer whales is similar to human beings. The weight of its brain divided by its own body weight, the number obtained is 7 times that of gorillas, also equivalent to gorillas with a high intelligence quotient, IQ. In addition, killer whales have also carried out mirror experiments. They can distinguish themselves from mirrors, while human infants are difficult to pass the mirror experiments before the 18th month. The killer whales have the equivalent of the intelligence quotient, IQ, of human beings between the ages of 2 to 5 years old. Top 10. Wolf. Wolves are pack animals, usually having 5 to 9 wolves in a pack, with the largest packs reaching 42. They hunt by cooperating, using ambush, following, and siege. The howl of wolves is the language they invented for hunting, and they can communicate information through different howls. There is a strict social hierarchy within the wolf pack. In a wolf pack, there are usually 3 main classes, as well as a class consisting of juvenile wolves. These 3 main classes are alpha, alpha, beta, beta, and omega, omega. In a typical family-oriented wolf pack, for example, the adult male wolf in the parental role is the alpha male and the leader of the pack, while the female wolf is the alpha female, second in rank only to the alpha male. Sub-adult wolves are then beta wolves, which are lower in status than alpha wolves. Omega wolves are usually the lowest in status, and may be individuals that have been expelled from the pack, or are newcomers to the pack as outsiders. The social structure and collaborative abilities of wolves make them excellent hunters, while also displaying a high level of intelligence to adapt to different social and survival needs. Top 9. Pig. It may come as a surprise to many that pigs have a higher IQ compared to cats and dogs. Wild hogs usually live between 20 and 30 years, and in extreme cases can even live up to 50 years. Although pigs cannot hold objects in their forelimbs like hands, they will use their mouths to carry materials such as bark to build nests. Pigs will cover themselves with mud to protect themselves from mosquitoes and flies, and the mud also acts as a sterilizer and a shield against UV rays. Pigs have excellent long-term memory and are good at solving tests such as walking mazes that require remembering the location of objects. They are able to understand simple symbolic language, representing combinations of actions and object symbols that they are able to learn. Pigs have unique personalities and love to play, while being able to detect and sometimes adjust their emotions to those of other pigs. Additionally, they are able to navigate through reflections in mirrors to find the food they want to eat. These traits highlight the pig's outstanding intelligence and adaptability in the animal kingdom. Top 8. Crow. Crows are usually around 50 centimeters long and have mainly black or black and white body feathers. Crows are monogamous throughout their lives and can live up to 13 years. Tool use. Researchers have observed that some raven species have the ability to use tools. For example, Karawata crows in New Guinea use leaves to make tools to catch insects. This suggests that they have a high IQ and are able to solve complex problems. Social learning. Crows usually live in social groups where they can learn various skills and knowledge from other members. For example, a crow observes another crow successfully opening a garbage can and then learns the same skill. This suggests that they have some degree of intelligence and social learning ability. Working memory. Crows were tested for their ability to have a working memory. Studies have shown that they are able to remember where food is stored in multiple locations and recall and find them when needed. Communication skills. Ravens typically use complex sounds and body language to interact socially. Their ability to recognize the calls of other crows suggests a high level of social and communication intelligence. These traits make crows a very intelligent and adaptable bird. Top 7. African gray parrot. The African gray parrot is 33 to 41 centimeters in length, has a short tail, round head, long hairy face and lives up to 50 years. Linguistic ability. African gray parrots have the best linguistic ability of any bird. Studies have shown that they can learn to mimic human speech, voices and a variety of other noises. This suggests that their intelligence allows them to perform highly sophisticated sound imitation and language learning. A psychologist once had a gray parrot named Alex, and in the 30 years Alex spent with the psychologist, he learned more than 100 words in English, understood the meaning of zero, and could do simple number crunching. Even more amazingly, Alex has a mind of his own and can understand the meaning of every sentence and create his own language based on it, which is something no other bird in the world can achieve. Problem solving. African gray parrots were tested for their problem-solving skills. Studies have shown that they are able to solve a variety of complex problems, including unlocking cages, finding hidden food, and operating various mechanical devices. Emotional understanding. African gray parrots show emotional understanding of humans and other birds. Their ability to recognize emotions, respond to them, and make emotional connections suggests that their intelligence includes a component of social intelligence. Working memory. African gray parrots have excellent working memories and can memorize a variety of information, sounds, and commands and apply them when needed.
In heavily populated areas, it is much more likely to rain on Saturday than on Monday because of the pollution that builds up over a week of commuter traffic.
Alexa? Hello?
Hi there.
Alexa? Top Rock?
The station Top Rock from Amazon Music.
What do you want? Do you want fresh water? You don't say you're sorry. Do you want fresh water? Alexa? How can I love her?
To be honest, it's been kind of a rough day. Just kidding. I'm great.
Top 6. Gorilla. Gorillas are majestic, standing upright up to 1.75 meters tall and weighing up to 180 kilograms, with hairless faces and ears, and often high foreheads over the eyes. The jawbone is more prominent than the cheekbones. The upper limbs are longer than the lower limbs, and the arms can reach 2-2.25 meters flat. Wild gorillas live to be about 35 years old, while captive gorillas can live to be 40 to 50 years old. The high intelligence of gorillas is recognized worldwide and has produced many stars. One such gorilla, Coco, 1971 to 2018, was able to understand more than 2,000 words spoken and learned how to communicate with more than 1,000 different gestures in sign language. He can draw and recognize colors. Top 5. Elephant. Elephants are by far the largest mammal on land and the largest terrestrial vertebrate in the world today. They are also highly intelligent and social. They can communicate verbally with other elephants up to 3.2 kilometers away. Domesticated elephants in some tribes are able to distinguish between known, friendly tribal languages and other hostile tribal languages. Elephants have social attributes similar to those of matrilineal clans in early humans. The mother elephant is responsible for passing on experience and knowledge to the next generation and relies on memory and experience to lead the herd to food, water, and shelter. The females are very involved in raising their children and take turns caring for each other's children, with all young females participating. Elephants have deep and enduring friendships and bonds with each other and can keep in touch with good friends from afar, greeting each other after long periods of separation. Elephants also display complex emotions such as sadness, joy, and anger, and even mourn the death of a friend or relative. Elephants are one of the few animals that can pass the mirror test, which means they recognize themselves in the mirror and have some sense of self. The researchers marked the elephants with a white cross by their eyes and then asked them to look in the mirror. It turned out that some elephants would actively try to erase the mark, indicating that they knew the guy in the mirror was themselves. Elephants are also one of the few animals that use tools, and can often be seen, for example, driving rhinos away with wooden rocks or digging up salty soil to replenish salt. Top 4.
Chimpanzee.
Chimpanzees are mammals in the primate family chimpanzees, which live up to 40 years and share 98% of their DNA with humans. Chimpanzees have a high IQ. Generally, adult chimpanzees can reach the IQ of human 3 to 4 years old, and even individual intelligent chimpanzees can reach the human 10 years old. It has a strong ability to discriminate and make calculations, and can even outperform a third-grade elementary school student after training. Chimpanzees' memory and recall can be even higher than that of human beings, and they can memorize the numbers from 1 to 10 within 1 or 2 hours at the shortest, and can accurately find out the other numbers of the same kind. They can also walk on 2 legs for up to a mile, 1.6 kilometers. They are adept at using tools for daily labor. They use sticks to catch termites from mounds and trees for food, and they use straws to drink water. Top 3.
Bonobo.
The bonobo was not discovered until the 20th century and was originally thought of as a chimpanzee, but they have many physical and behavioral differences from chimpanzees, including prioritizing selectivity over violence in conflict resolution. It shares 99% of its DNA with humans and can live up to 40 years. With a much higher IQ than chimpanzees, bonobos not only pass the mirror test, but also make faces and stick their tongues out in mirrors and hold mirrors up to other parts of their bodies. What's more, bonobos know how to save face by combing their hair, knowing their place in the group, and maintaining a sense of honor and respect for their peers. The bonobo's ability to memorize 9 numbers in 60 milliseconds and quickly pick them out in order is unparalleled by humans. The best of them may not even see the numbers clearly for 60 milliseconds. The bonobo understands death, mourns the dead, organizes funerals, observes mourning, knows how to mourn, comforts the grieving person, empathizes, and a host of other emotional management skills. Elephants also have this ability, but bonobos are more social, more emotionally complex, and more similar to humans. Bonobos have a strong capacity for logical abstraction. They can express the concept of I and things that do not currently exist to their own kind. They can shake their heads and say, no. The matriarch controls the distribution of food. They can lead the group in an organized way. They can control violence for the sake of peace in the group, etc. Violence, etc. All of these require a high level of social organization, which is not comparable to other animals. Top 2.
Orangutan.
The orangutan is a genus of primates in the family Hominidae, of which there are 3 species, namely the Bornean, Sumatran, and Dabanuri orangutans. It is called orangutan in Malay and Indonesian, meaning man of the forest. The orangutan is commonly known as the orangutan because of its long red hair. The average height is 171 to 180 centimeters. They have a habit of moving around without vocal communication and have an average lifespan of about 40 years. Unlike their African cousins, Southeast Asian orangutans are relatively solitary creatures with whom humans do not share much genetic commonality, but this does not prevent them from being one of the most intelligent of the apes. They can map out their travel routes in advance and communicate with other orangutans. They are capable of some impressive mental processes, and they are also able to understand the abstract rules of games such as choosing a bowl with smaller grapes can win them more bowls, and after 2 to 3 attempts, they choose the option that benefits them the most according to the rules of the game. If the human lineage had evolved later, orangutans would have been the most likely to evolve into humans. Top 1. Dolphin. Although dolphins look like fish, they are not fish, but a mammal. They have a spindle-shaped torso, a sleek, smooth body with smooth, hairless skin, a distinctive head with a bulging forehead in front of the rostrum, a dorsal fin that curves like a hook, and a lifespan of 25 to 40 years. Dolphin is the world's most intelligent animal. It has evolved to a higher stage of mammals. Even the chimpanzee's brain-body weight ratio than the dolphin are lower than a large cut, visible dolphin is the most developed brain in the animal. Scientists have even found that the dolphin's brain folds are more developed than those of humans, and that the brain's memory capacity as well as its ability to process information is comparable to that of primates. An adult dolphin's IQ is equivalent to that of a 6 to 7-year-old child, and dolphins' IQ can reach up to 100 or more. Nose to the ball, drilling iron circles, drawing, singing and dancing to music are all a piece of cake for them. As an aid, treating autism in children through contact and play with dolphins is nothing new. In the United States and Russia, dolphins have even been trained to perform military mine-clearing activities. The dolphins performed very well in the mirror experiment, and their self-awareness was even stronger than that of chimpanzees. What's even more amazing is that the dolphins were able to respond to the images in the mirrors by the time they were 7 months old, whereas human babies usually take at least a year to do so, and chimpanzee babies take even longer. Dolphins, who can rest and work at the same time so that they can always be aware of their surroundings, are well protected from harm and threats. And this left and right brain are in harmony. One side works for a while and feels tired. It wakes up the other side to come out and work. It goes to rest, and so they keep taking turns and switching shifts with each other. Thanks for watching my videos. If you enjoyed this content, please remember to like, share and subscribe to my channel for more awesome videos. Also, don't forget to leave your comments and suggestions. I really look forward to hearing your feedback. See you next time and have a great day.